Hello, fourth graders. Today we are going to do estimating to add and subtract. So here's some definitions for you. Estimating is changing a number to a nice number so the problem can be done more easily. Usually estimated numbers are to a specific place value such as tens, hundreds, thousands, depending on how big your number is. When you estimate, your job is to determine which easy number it is close to. So I have a number in the thousands, and if I wanted you to estimate it to the tens place, you're going to look at the tens, which is the 8, and everything after it to make 89. Well, I know that 89 is rounded to 90. So I'm going to keep the 6,300 and put 90 instead of 89 to make my rounding 6,390. Now if I said round it to the hundreds place, well, the hundreds is 300, everything after it is 89. So 389 is close to 400. So I keep my 6,000 and make 400 after it for 6,400. Then if I said estimate it to the thousands, you have to look at the whole number and think 6,389. Is that closest to 6,000 or 7,000? Well, it is very close to 6,000, so 6,000 is my rounded answer. Now strategy number 1 is to estimate only one number when adding or subtracting. So I have the number and you can't really see it, but it's 2,367 minus 1,678. And I got the actual answer already, which is 689. What I am doing now is to see if our estimated answer is going to be reasonable, meaning if it's going to be close to the actual answer or not. So if I'm only going to estimate one number, I'm probably going to estimate the bottom number. And I'm going to keep 2,367 the same. And I'm going to estimate to my hundreds place. So I need to take 1,678. 6 is in the hundreds, so I'm going to do 678. I know that's close to 700. So I'm going to keep my 1,000, add 700, and then I'm going to subtract. So I get 7 minus 0 is 7, 6 minus 0 is 6. I have 3 minus 7, which I cannot do, so I have to borrow from the thousands place. Well, I know that 10 hundreds equals 1,000. So I'm going to take 1,000 away from 2,000 to leave me with 1,000 left. I'm going to take those 10 hundreds that I just gathered from my 1,000, add it to the 300s that I have to make 13 hundreds. 13 minus 7 is 6, so I have 667. Well, that's pretty close, but I think I can get closer. So I'm going to estimate both numbers now. So remember, whenever you're estimating two numbers, you have to estimate them to the same place value in order for it to make sense. So I'm going to keep my hundreds again. So 300 is in my first number. 367 is close to 400. So I'm going to make it 2,400. Once again, 678 is close to 700, so I'm going to bring this over and make 1,700. So if I subtract 0, 0, 4 minus 7 I cannot do. So I'm going to borrow from my thousands again. Well, I know that 10 hundreds makes 1,000. So if I borrow 1,000 and change it to hundreds, it's 10, plus the 4 I already have is 14. 14 minus 7 is 7. Can I take 689, which is my actual answer, and round it to 700? Absolutely. So is my answer reasonable? It sure is. Now I want you to work this out. You're going to use one of those strategies, either the estimate one number strategy or estimate two number strategy. And you're going to estimate the answer to the problem. You're going to write 2 sentences to explain your reasoning. Then find the actual answer. So not only are you doing the estimated answer, but I want you to find the actual answer too, meaning add up the actual numbers. Your job in this is to see if your estimation is correct. If it is close to your actual answer, then you did an excellent job estimating. After you get your actual answer, compare your two answers. Is your estimated answer reasonable? Why or why not? So you're writing sentences explaining how you estimated, and then you'll also have to write me sentences telling me if your answer is reasonable and why or why not. Here's the problem. Mrs. Baldwin ate lunch at El Bracero's. She had a soda for $1.36 and a chimichanga for $7.62. Oops, let me correct that. 62. About how much did she spend? So remember, find the estimated answer, find the actual answer, compare them, and if your actual answer can be rounded to the estimated answer, you are right on track. I will be checking your answers tomorrow at school. Have a good night.